Emergent splendor. Alphino seems eager to discuss the significance of your discoveries. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chatting away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Yet, like, my only assumption is he wants her painted thinner, which I would almost, like, if I were her, I would be insulted by, you know? It's like, so this is what you want me to look like? Or maybe it's what he thinks she looks like, but even that's a little weird. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. I mean, or maybe he... I don't know. I don't know what he would want to evoke more affluence and nobility. Looks pretty good. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous reunion, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now, fetch a blank canvas and... Ugh! I say, did that come from above? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent, how dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the emergent. The level above us where Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. You'll be careful around that malcontent, won't you? I should so hate for you to come to any harm, although I imagine Lord Vothry has the villain well under control. If you want to see justice being served, stop dawdling and take the Crown lift up to the emergent. He comes across more dickish early on. Oh, but I wonder if there's... I mean, is it just the event of freeing Yulmore that changes him, or I don't know. I'll pay attention and see where the change happens. Joining the crowd up there? Indeed. I was just thinking, this is our first sighting of Emmett Selk on the first as well, isn't it?
That's him. That's Vorthri.
God.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Because he is one.
Mercy! Mercy!
Kai Shear.
By the
Poor
12.
dope.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Muir is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Author's voice actor is really good.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
He's so big, he looks like a little baby when he has a tantrum.
And people call this paradise.
you were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
It's like I've seen enough. Ready to drop a bomb on Vothri.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Mic drop.
Can you walk?
I think so. Did that little worm just insult me?
Yeah. Took him a minute to get.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
And they just stand there, emotionless. There's our boy. I can't wait till he comes into the picture. Thank you again. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. He seems to be all right now. No blood. No wounds. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I am certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking. Learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Huh. Alphino. Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Ensuring that we have more than those days left? Pray, press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you are so kind as to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I don't know how she has that much power. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witness must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. They're like, okay. They're like, we don't really know what you're talking about, but... They do some great stuff with this story, and it's like, it's happened, throughout, but particularly now because I love the Shadowbringers story so much. It's like there's things I want to talk about, but it's about things that are going to happen later anyway. So it's like, well, I should probably wait until then to bring up a lot of this stuff. But yeah, Fat Baby Vothry is both amusing and horrifying. And his transformation is still kind of bewildering to me, but we'll talk about that more once we get to that. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vothry and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Oh, well that was nice, I suppose. You could have easily have just, taken the Amaro back, but ended up in the same place, but works out the same, so no complaints here. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Pray return to the Ocular. I don't think, I never really... Again, this is going through New Game Plus. They changed a lot of stuff, but to me, the Waking Sands, the Rising Stones never really felt that bad to go to. And again, I love this expansion, so I always look forward to going to the Ocular. I am told you and Alphino carried out his scheme to infiltrate Yulmore. I would ask what you thought of its base amusements, but I doubt you are eager to relive the experience. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends. In such company, I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. But ere we discuss all we have learned and begin planning our next step, I think it best that you visit Alize. Her familiarity with Almarang will no doubt provide us invaluable insight, and besides, I know she is as eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Lavenza. Gladly. I look forward to seeing her again. I admittedly, like, I like both Alphino and Alize, but I do like Alize more. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight we we started Shadowbringers and managed to finish up. We started Alphino's, well, started and finished Alphino's little story part there in Calusia. So that means tomorrow we'll be hitting up Alize. Just enjoy it's Shadowbringers. What can I say? I enjoy it. Having so much fun with it. If you've been enjoying these videos as well, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join me live, you can find the link to my Twitch in the description down below. By the time this is released, probably will not be in Final Fantasy anymore. I'm thinking about hitting up WoW to kind of see what all the hubbub is about, but it's still about a month away. That's kind of, the difference between what I'm doing right now and what you're seeing. So if you want to actually be current on what I'm doing, again, please come join me live. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.